Okay, welcome back to the channel. For those who are new, we are, no, I'm not speaking louder. I'm gonna wake, I'm gonna wake the dead. We are in a little magical adventure. We are in the Queen Anne's Hotel in San Francisco, and we had a little incident where a spirit. I told my mom not to get too close to the stairwell because she would fall because she walks with a cane. And something said, "Who cares?" And I was like, "Well, I care." Don't want you falling down the stairwell. And she's almost in tears because she swears that she didn't say it. So we're gonna see what comes out in this reading, because there's definitely some kind of energy. First of all, we only welcome good spirits, those who wish us no harm, those who only wish to help, aid us, and provide the guidance that the collective requires at this particular moment. Side note, this hotel used to be a girls' finishing school in the 1800s. You can look that up. All right, here we go. Father God, Goddess, please help us and protect us and guide us in the right path. Those who seek this message shall find. All right, let's see where the collected. I would love to know if you've had any ghostly events happen. Okay, injustice. Perhaps somebody has a just events haven't been dealt out to them. It's a mob mentality. I don't want to call her the mistress, but the head lady is like a warden. And as a result, she has those who would be considered like generals that are tiered down from her. And then there's bullying going down. So maybe this is pertaining to some sort of corporate bullying or some bullying in your life. But the energy I'm picking up on is there's a lot of big fish eats a little fish, eats an even smaller fish. The trickle down. Okay. Someone who feels like they've won a battle, the 5 of Swords. They have the upper hand. If they choose to use it, they can use all the swords to complete this battle. The battle is already won. It really is very telling, though, how you dish out something after you've won a battle. Do you continue to gloat or hold it above somebody else's head? And that's the real justice. There was a battle. 7 of Wands. So, and I said 7, but I meant 7. 7 came up when I pulled 5. So that's interesting. We've got the King of Wands, but in reverse. So I'm feeling like somebody's parent or parental figure or someone in authority is either removed from the situation, and that's how this is occurring, or somebody in a workforce or something like that. Whoever the upper echelon is not present for whatever this BS is. I saw that it flipped and went down. It's the 5 of Cups, but it was in reverse. So maybe we are getting over the spilt milk or the things that we were obsessing about and moving on past it. There's that juggling energy of the 2 of Pentacles, money in, money out. Everything's equating. I feel like we've been doing this balancing act, just like the scales, right? It's a what is it? Tick for tat? Yeah, tick for tat. Like, there's this tattletale, like a spy amongst you. Lovers. Perhaps there's this angle that you haven't seen because you haven't considered the possibility that someone is in cahoots because they are entangled, even if it's a same gender entanglement. Perhaps you didn't see this backstabbing had to do with that. Oh, okay. Upright, the Three of Swords can indicate pains of the heart, even cardiac surgery. This actually ironically came up for me, was coming up most often before my cardiac ablations when my heart went out of rhythm. I'm not saying that your heart's going out of rhythm, but I think there's something to that, to this hurt energy. It's upside down, which means the swords are coming out. We're mending, we're healing, we're moving on. Let's see. We just let them do it. And we stopped doing particular spreads because it was limiting what wanted to come out. So on the Five of Swords is the Pentacles in reverse. The Pentacles is typically somebody trying to make a financial gain. Perhaps the way that they're making this financial gain is underhanded. Okay. Then we see over here with this milk, there's that battle. So you lost the battle. You are looking to move. So we've got the Three of Wands. So we've lost the battle. We're moving away. We're picking up and moving. Moving careers, moving, shifting. We're pivoting. You're always allowed to pivot. In reverse, we've got the Queen of Swords. Upright, she's very stern, very decisions by the blade of a sword. So either she, typically she is a widow. I'm wondering if she has passed. Yeah, and look at the Four of Swords, which is a rest or a pause. So there was some sort of pause. We've got the King of Cups. So there's a lot of either parental or authority figures, two of which are not even present. It looks like the only one who's present and active is the King of Cups, and I'm wondering if the King of Cups was perhaps a step parent to you, or somebody who wasn't even the ultimate authority figure. Perhaps their final decision wasn't actually a final decision. Three of Pentacles, so rising above others, being seen for your hard work. That could have been what caused this conflict, is you getting praise or you being in a position where you shined above other people. Okay, I know this looks like a mess. You're gonna have to trust the process. Ooh. He does see. The King of Wands and the Queen of Swords, the widow or divorcee, and then this was the spouse of this child that had a conflict. Whoever this person is, he does see what's going on. He's giving a little, the light hit the card and it kind of shone the face. And he's definitely got that side eye where he's just kind of glancing. So perhaps this is a blended family, and it's not all copacetic, and the one that is primarily around actually does know what's going on. They're very coy though. Oh, he's the opposite of what his card entails, because the King of Cups is usually very endearing, very almost has some sort of feminine attributes as far as personality traits go, but he's coming out not like that at all. All is not what it seems. Be careful who you entrust your children with. This is the Wizard of Oz deck. And okay, so carrying too much, dealing with something that's heavy. Perhaps this was a death in the family in which the King of Wands passed. The Queen of Swords was the widow, and she moved on to this other individual. However, yeah. Okay, Two of Cans. So yes, this was something heart related, something about a union. The Hierophant is sort of rules to live by. So this definitely is sternness, and you see the Justice up there. That all kind of, excuse me, entangles together. Oh, Seven of Cans. It's the Wicked Witch, and she's spying on Dorothy in this depiction. Cameras. I don't think that cameras should be in every room in a house. I know some people who choose to use cameras even in their children's rooms. Unless you think there's something going on, in which case do what you need to do to make sure your children are safe. There's some sort of spying. Someone's gonna see something that they're suspecting, but it's confirmation. So either he sees something going on, the King of Cups, or he knows something's going on, and he's kind of like shifting his body or his perspective on the situation. But it's gonna come out. Any final messages? Quite a few. Okay. Again, more too much heavy burdens. 10 of Brooms with a Scarecrow and 10 of Spears. So this is Swords, this is the lowest you can get, right? Full on attacked, right? But I suppose that's the moment where your greatest triumph can come from. Everybody loves an underdog, but there's something about this is the true test of character. Okay, the Sun. So typically this is a anticipated child, but for Dorothy, this is probably realizing she has the tools, she has everything she needs to go home. She was walking around with it. She was walking around with it the whole time. She just had to click her heels. She had to realize that she had the power herself. It wasn't going to take Glinda. It wasn't going to take some magical force. It was going to take her realizing her own sense of self-worth, her own power, her own divine right to be in a healthy location. 5 of Brooms. Oh. I'm hearing burning down the house. Burning down the house. I'll link it below if I remember. 6 of Cups. Of Cans, excuse me. I read it as cups. It is cans. It is cans, but they are cups. So karma, again, what goes around comes around kind of thing. And you know the Two of Pentacles is also, where did that go? Is also pertaining, I don't care if this makes a mess. It's also pertaining to that. Like, I was gonna say cyclically, meaning like in one life, it might be one way, but the flip will come your way maybe in another life. Maybe it takes an entire cycle, but I feel like you're in that cycle. Sometimes it takes like the first half of your life being one way and then shifting into what was always divinely yours. Judgment, okay. We had the Justice, right? We had Justice, which is the Judgment card is Justice, and we also had the Hierophant. So yes, some karma is coming out for us. Yeah. And we end it with the Eight of Brooms, and that is like the Eight of Wands, which means this is swifter than we anticipate. It speeds up the pace of the rest of the cards in the spread. It's communication via emails, text, phone calls, anything that you use to communicate, or gifts, you know, like the online images. It's something about that. Technology is the thing that doesn't sleep. It's going to be ultimately how the karma is dealt out, is via technology, via something accidentally, somebody clicks something and they share all. Or there's that singer Gwen Stefani and her ex forgot to take off the auto password to his tablet, and she found out that he had like been texting the nanny all kinds of inappropriate things, and they were in a secret little tryst. So anyways, I think that is it. It's like a password that is auto saved, and something that is saved on a digital device that is inappropriate is being found out. Remember, back to this being spied on. I don't feel like whoever finds it is doing the spying, so much as something is captured digitally or via email or text and is coming out, and karma is going to be dished. And when you see justice like this, that's a court of law. This is big time. Don't mess around kind of stuff, you know. So anyways, I hope this message finds you well, and if you feel so inclined, please give us a thumbs up by contributing to the karma jar. You see, oh, thank you, my little helper, Santa's little helper. We do appreciate that. Remember, it does not cost you anything. We greatly appreciate it. Excuse me, I'm getting ahead of myself. We greatly appreciate it. It costs you nothing, and it means the world to us. It also helps viewers like you find this content, and I'm not gonna lie, it gives me encouragement to do these videos. I do have a full-time job outside of this. I drive an hour to work and then an hour back from work. Y'all, the struggle is real. Anyways, if you do like this content, or you think you might, we have other videos online as well, so please check them out. Subscribe, comment. We would love to know where you're from. Shout out to my friends in the Philippines, who I have, I guess, a few subscribers. Some people who are watching. If you're watching and you are not subscribed, hello friends, what are you doing? It's so nice here. We're lovely. We like you too already. So we leave you for right now, but remember, as always, we'll be seeing you in the cards. Bye.